No pain, no gain. This might just be a law of the universe. um, Obviously, it's applicable in so many different ways that you probably already have some examples. It's kind of like if you want to go to the gym, it's going to be a painful process, but it pays off, you know. And it also becomes easier when you gain that muscle. Um, and That's an interesting thing how it becomes easier like that. And then also, it also with learning a new hobby, um, playing guitar, when you're learning, it can literally cause pain in your hand and your fingertips, and that's true with a lot of instruments. Maybe every instrument. There's some. I would say every instrument. I would I would guess is going to cause some sort of pain one way or another physically. And then there's the other aspect of that, when you're learning to play an instrument and you know, maybe you're having a hard time at first, which is normal. Um, you might feel some frustration, um, and you might feel a little impatient. Those feelings don't feel very good. It's almost like a psychological pain, but that's normal to feel like that to at least some extent. To some extent, maybe a better word is it's healthy to experience that. But you can't really avoid that. And then once you go through it, you gain the ability to not only, you know, play and do the things you wanted to do, but you also can gain the ability to make it easier to now learn new things on the guitar. There seems to be like a snowball effect that's going on in both of these examples. And and then there's also the not wanting to sound bad in front of people when you're playing the guitar or whatever the instrument might be. You might feel some emotional pain if you feel like people are judging you, or maybe maybe those guys are feeling some pain in their eardrums when you're hitting the wrong notes, which is all normal. If those people stick by you and they fall through that, if they go through that pain, next thing you know, you're sounding really great, and they gained that sweet sound of your music. Um, and then for them, it becomes a much more enjoyable, less laborious, um, you know, relationship with the music that you're playing. Um, so what else? Well, one thing, that can really pay off. See, that's the other thing too, is that there's short time scales and then there's long time scales. Some things, eh, you know, um, you might endure some pain for a week and then it's starting to become easier. It might be something that takes a couple days, and also it's different for everybody. Um, it might be something that takes a couple of years, and it might be something that takes decades. It really, it depends on what it is, and it depends on the person. It depends on, um, a lot of different things. So, one example for like a long time horizon sort of goal that's going to probably cause some pain and suffering is um, sticking with a job that, maybe you don't necessarily love it, maybe the place you're working at, or whatever it is. Maybe you want to advance in that career, but right now you're just kind of going through the rings. um you know Sometimes it makes sense to endure that. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it's better to just get out of that job. But if you have a vision of becoming successful in that career, that and that you just feel it, like it's the right thing to do. Maybe you can see the position you want. um that can take years. With with my job, I did that for 6 years, learning the skill. And um, I really was close to quitting a few times because I just maybe wanted to try something different. I was getting frustrated. But I knew that if I stuck with it, then I would get to a position that I'd be very happy with. And I felt like I could do it. So for me, I stuck with it for 6 years. I almost quit. A couple times I wasn't sure if I should quit or not. But you know, I felt like I wanted to try to stick with this, and it really paid off for me personally. That's just an example that I can say. I like the job I have now, and I know that I couldn't have done that without just sticking through the hard time. Um, Now works a lot easier to do the same or more difficult or advanced work. So it paid off, and it's got that snowball effect. Um, So this is also applicable to with personal development or spiritual work or meditation, anything like that. There's when I was meditating, um, at first it was difficult. I didn't always want to do it, and after sticking with it consistently, it became uh, much more enjoyable. The after effects were wonderful, and I became better at it, so it was easier. So there became less and less pain. So, and the I guess what I'm getting at here with the snowball effect thing is that there's a point where um there's a point where no pain, no gain kind of flips around, and it's like that pain just it's more like just gain with no pain. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not a flat line of, of just gain or, a upward trajectory of gain exponential growth or whatever. There's still pain, but the pain also kind of complements much more the gain than ever before. They become more unified as a pain that you kind of start to enjoy. You catch on. You catch on to the game. You know, um, and all I can say is like whatever that thing might be for you, if you're trying to find something new, a hobby, or you're starting to meditate, or you're at a job that you think might be a good career for you, or whatever that might be, just or you just started going back to the gym or whatever, just obviously you've heard the expression no pain, no gain, but what I think people don't talk about enough is how the pain actually decreases and life's unpredictable sometimes, so that's not 100% always a fact or true, but it's generally self-validating. This claim is self-validating. If you find something, you stick with it. So, I don't know. I hope this is just inspiring to somebody, and I think it's also a good thing to keep in mind. And yeah, if you like this video, please hit the like button. If you want to see more content like this, then please hit the subscribe button. And if you know anybody who might like this video, please share it. And I hope you have a great rest of your day.